Welcome to the Geeks Addict. This is a review of Star Wars Hunger, taken from The Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view. Hunger was written by Mark Oshiro. It is the second short story out of the 40 in The Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view. We're going to go ahead and dive into a brief summary, and then we'll get to my overall thoughts. Now, before the rebellion filled the Hoth base with troops after their victory over the Death Star, it was occupied by a pack of Wampas. Now, one day, the head of the pack sets out for a hunt to bring back food for its mate and offspring. He traveled for days before finding his prey. Once he makes the kill, he heads back on home, and he's trekking up the mountain until he arrives at his home, and he's shocked. He's stunned to find that his den is occupied by many foreign creatures. The absence of his mate and offspring overwhelm him with terror and rage. He attacks the creatures, the people, before being shot with a blaster, and the pain causes him to flee. He's never felt anything like that, and it's sharp, it burns, and he does not like it. So he flees to get away from his stolen home. Later on, the Wampa finds two creatures by themselves, one big furry one and a little one on top of the big furry one. Well, the Wampa attacks and eats the furry one and hangs the other one upside down from a cave that it finds, which, that's Luke. So he hangs the human upside down, and the Wampa is actually taken aback when the little creature falls from the ceiling and comes at him with a beam of light that reminds him of the blaster that he was shot with. So Wampa cries out, going to try to fight the little creature, and ouch, arm falls off. So the Wampa sees his arm on the ground, starts packing it with ice to try to ease the wound. The little creature escapes, so the lone Wampa tends to his wound and lets time pass until he heals up to build back up his strength to go back out and, get revenge. So time passes, he's all healed up, he goes out for another hunt, he's getting hungry. He leaves his cave, and he notices that there's silence. It's pretty quiet. The creatures and their strange tools, he's noticed, are gone. So he takes his time to carefully go back into his old den, and he's desperate to find his family. He wants his family back. But with his home back, he doesn't find them, but he does have hope that he will find his family. And now for my overall thoughts. I thought this story was okay. Are we supposed to feel sorry for the Wampa? I mean, the rebellion returns to its base to find Wampas squatting in their hangars. I mean, yeah, you gotta clear out. What are they gonna do? Say, hey guys, can you please leave? Wampas are gonna fight you. Get rid of them. I mean, what are you really gonna do? You're gonna have the people and the Wampas sit down in a room and negotiate living arrangements? I mean, come on. The story was written well, but it was just a little too boring, predictable, and unnecessary for sure. Well, maybe not too predictable, because I expected that deleted scene with the warning sign on the door, where C-3PO rips off the sign that has Wampas on it, so some troopers go in there and they get attacked. For some reason I thought that was going to happen in this story. Maybe that room does exist. Maybe that's where the family is, and he has that hope. Oh, I'm going to find my family. Maybe they are in that room somewhere. I mean, you had the Empire Strikes Back video game from Nintendo 64 in 1996 or something. There was a room there that had Wampas inside of it. Maybe that's the Wampas family. So for the rating of Hunger, I will give this a B-. It was an okay read, but man, unnecessary, which is the story with all these from a certain point of view stories. So stay tuned for the next review as I cover the third story in From a Certain Point of View, The Empire Strikes Back. Until then, check me out at thegeeksaddict.com and across all social media at The Geeks Addict. Have a good one.